Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's midweek 180. Well, another week, another press car. This week it is the Skoda Octavia VRS. This car was only delivered a couple of hours ago. I haven't driven it yet, but it's in the most beautiful colour. Absolutely mega spec, this car, and I cannot wait to drive it because it's a manual. It's got 3 pedals and everything. But yeah, sadly the M3 Touring went back on Monday. I've actually got a Kia Sportage here as well because I'm doing some filming with that tomorrow with Hendy's. And then I'm doing a Vauxhall press drive on Thursday and then filming the podcast on Friday. So it's a super busy week. But this is my midweek 180. If you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, and that's it. A very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, last week's leader of the pack was Francois G. Well done, mate. Joined in the Magnificent 7 by Michael Kember, Paul Mead, Leanne Jackson, Stephen Spink, Gary Matthews, and Sammy B155. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent 7. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Gary G checking in. He was in Gibraltar, just about to put 40,000 litres of diesel in the tank, as he was then going to sail the super yacht to the Caribbean via Tenerife. I always like it when Gary G checks in. Makes me feel really jealous. Although I wouldn't be jealous of the fuel bill on that one. Anyway, wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Last week's question was, if you had £10,000 or less to spend on a car, what would it be? There were some brilliant suggestions. BMW i3, Mercedes SL350, Clio RS200 Cup. You really could spend quite some time looking at that. But this week's podcast that I'm going to record with Joe, this is one of the questions that we ask. So you need to tune into that podcast to see what 3 cars I come up with under 10,000 quid. I've got some really good ideas. This week's question, I think it's about that time of year where we start to write our Santa lists. What car stuff have you got on your Christmas list this year? What kind of ideas? Next week, we're going to skip a midweek 180 next week. We're going to be filming a video about really cool Christmas present ideas with a new channel partner. Please make sure you tune into that one because it's very special. I've filmed it already. F1 at the weekend was from Vegas. Really interesting. First, I find it really weird when the time difference means you watch the Grand Prix first thing in the morning in bed with a cup of tea. It just freaks me out. Amazing track, really cool to watch. I did feel sorry for Ferrari and Sainz with that drain cover coming up. Caused $1.5 million worth of damage to that Ferrari and gave him a grid penalty, which there was no way of getting out of. I just think that really didn't look good. The optics on that didn't look good at all. The race was all right. Well done to Max again. A bit boring now, but it'll be the end of the season soon, and then hopefully it'll be a bit more competitive next year. This week's new cars, no new cars really as such, but there has been the first drive video from Top Gear of the Gordon Murray T.50, and it's a superb video, and what a car. But I had a pretty special experience in a car this week myself, because I got to film with an Aston Martin Valkyrie last Friday. It was a bit last minute, and there is a video coming to the channel very soon. I got to go around the block in a Valkyrie. I don't want to steal thunder of that video too much, but what a special thing that was. I mean, seriously, incredible. And then video-wise, the Z-Cars video that dropped last Friday isn't performing as well as I'd hoped, so please go and watch it and share it and try and give it a bit of a boost. And then Monday's video, Project PP's update, that seems to be going down really well. People are loving what we're doing with Project PP. I'm hoping to get another video update of that before Christmas. And actually, there's also a fairly big set of news around Ruby Roadster, because Ruby Roadster hasn't really featured on the channel very much over the last year or two, but that's about to change in a big way. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And then, I know I'm waffling and I know I'm over time. Oh well. This Friday's video, a couple of people had asked, they'd seen on my socials when I was out with Ferrari in Italy a couple of weeks ago, on a program all around Ferrari Approved, which is their used car program. And I got to drive GTC4 Lusso on the road, and that is this Friday's video at 6. But it's a two-part video because in that day I got to drive GTC Forluso on the road, and then I got to drive the SF90 Stradale on track at the Verano circuit. I knew I was going to get that one wrong. At the Verano circuit in Italy, near Parma in Italy. So it's a two-parter. This Friday at 6, GTC Forluso on the road and all the details about Ferrari approved. And then on Monday, it will be the SF90 on track in the wet, 1,000 horsepower. What could possibly go wrong? But I was basically tutored by the Corsa Piloti, which is the Ferrari driver training program, which is just wicked, absolutely wicked. But that's it. I've got plenty to do. I had hoped to get some filming done today, but a few things have delayed stuff quite a lot, and it's now a bit too late for that. It's about to get dark. It's just started raining, so no more filming today for me. I might have to go in and do a little bit of editing, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you on the next video, which is this Friday at 6 for a very special video in Italy, driving a Ferrari GTC Forluso in the rain, in the mountains. Epic. That V12. Oh, I can hear it now.